Okay, so I know I've showed this before, but it all makes sense to what I'm gonna say. So this year on October 19th, it is the Catholic World Mission Sunday, the 88th Catholic World Mission Sunday, or Catholic World Mission Day, which is WMD. I'm not saying there's going to be a bomb, but I find that it's very interesting that today is October 8th, and the 19th is 11 days after October 8th. And Oct is 8, so that is 8 8, and then 11 days after it is the 88th Catholic World Mission Day. Okay, so in a 1997 episode of The Simpsons, they literally have this. This is part of it right here. Curious George and the Ebola virus. There's Krusty, and that's Marge, I believe. If you don't think it's The Simpsons, what I want to show you though is that it was on this episode, Lisa Sachs, and you can check it out. Um, if I try to show you a clip, which I could find, it'll probably say it was banned for copyright or whatever, because it keeps happening to me with every video I've made recently. But moral of the story is, so it's Curious George and the Ebola virus, and it came out on October 19th, 1997. Now, I just told you that the Catholic World Mission Day, the 88th one, is October 19th of this year. Okay, well, Pope Francis, his real name is actually Jorge Mario uh, Bergoglio. He's actually 77 years old, which is pretty. That's a 77? What? That's a weird number, considering most people who are 77 were born in 1937, but he was born in 36. But I mean, 77? What? And then the 88th World Mission Day. But his real name is Jorge, which is George, and a lot of people have compared him to Curious George. And I just showed you the Simpsons with Curious George, which is a lot of things. I mean, so Curious George Bergoglio. So when I think of curiosity or Curious George, I think of curiosity killed. Now, if you go to Curiosity, look up it. I mean, William Shakespeare, the first. This guy, or not even before, but Curiosity killed the cat. Blah. Blah. Scroll all the way down to the bottom here. It talks Eugene O'Neill. It says, despite these appearances, the metaphor has been wrongly attributed to Eugene O'Neill. And he said, curiosity killed the cat, or whatever. But what's crazy is this guy, so it was wrongly attributed to him. But he was born October 16th, 1888. So you have Oct, which is an 8, and 16 is 2 8s. So you literally have 888, 888. This guy also, his daughter actually married Charlie Chaplin. His daughter was Una O'Neill, and she was the 4th wife of Charlie Chaplin, and they had 8 kids together. And Charlie Chaplin died in 1977 at the age of 88. So, if curiosity killed the cat, all I could think about was, who are they gonna kill? Is it Cat Stevens, or he might even be dead by now? I don't know. I never even looked it up. But I just thought about cats and who's gonna kill him. Then I thought, man, the Pope is Catholic, and if you break it up, like, when you're an alcoholic, you are addicted to alcohol. If you're anything holic, or at least when I think of it, you're addicted to something. And if you break up Catholic, it's literally cat-holic, so you're addicted to cats. So then I started thinking, man, all the Catholics are addicted to cats, whether they know it or not. Like, I don't know if there is a cat god or goddess or something that they're trying to get you to believe in, or, but moral of the story is that, so, the Pope is, a lot of people have talked about how he's going to bring down the Catholic religion by a lot of things that he's done. And it makes a lot of sense, really. Like, so he comes in, and he's, addicted to cats. So, I'm losing my train of thought here, but he's a cat. Catholics are cat-holics, and curiosity killed the cat. And he's the main cat. So if curiosity killed the cat, then he's going to kill the Catholic religion. Who knows? I'm just throwing it out there because I thought of it. It's kind of funny in a way, but, you know what? Who knows? With all the symbolism and everything else, I wouldn't put it past them to actually pull off a story that has anything to do with this. Or that doesn't have anything to do with this. And, if you kill off the cat-holic church, just think about how crazy the world will be. There's so many people who are Catholics in this world. All of a sudden there's going to be, 1 billion atheists or whatever there is of Catholics in the world. If they kill it off, and all of a sudden they're not going to believe in anything. Who knows? We'll find out. October 19th, I really feel like is a pretty significant day. Maybe it's too obvious, but nobody's really talked about it online. I don't know, why, but I haven't watched any video or anything of anybody else talking about it, especially considering it's 11 days after October 8th. Nah, that's why I really felt like posting this video. Maybe people aren't getting it. So, when you think of the Pope, you think of cardinals, because, I'm not sure if I don't think it's a requirement to be a cardinal to be a Pope, but, the cardinals elect the Pope, and it's almost always a cardinal, it seems like. I could be totally wrong, I never researched that, but it just made me think of cardinals. Even Pope Francis was a cardinal, and then he was elected as the Pope. So, last night or maybe it was last night, or maybe 2 nights ago, I think it was last night, in baseball, the Cardinals beat the Dodgers, which, with Clayton Kershaw pitching, and nobody thought that the Dodgers would lose. But Matt Adams on the Cardinals, he hit a home run that basically, won the game. It didn't win the game, but, he hit a really significant home run. And he was born, go figure, on the 8th month, 31st day, 1988. It's no surprise they call him Big City because he hits home runs or whatever. But it's still interesting that, nobody thought that he was going to hit a home run, especially on this guy. And he was born in 88. And you go to this guy, and this guy was also born in 88. But, he's awesome or whatever, and he's never, he threw a curveball, and that's what Matt Adams hit out of the park or whatever. And he's never, got hit a home run on a curveball ever in his career. So that was pretty significant. And I watched the after game show or whatever, or maybe it was like Sports Center or something. But they had analysts and whatever, and they were talking. And the one guy talked about he said, well, we were talking about conspiracies before, but you have to just give credit to the Cardinals. And I'm gonna try to play it here on my phone. It's not gonna be video, just the sound for a few seconds, just to prove it. Because I can't upload the video from my phone because I have like a phone from the early 90s. But hold on one second, I'll show it. I'll let you listen to it.
That Clayton Kershaw has ever allowed on a curveball in his life in the major league level, that is to me absurd. Well, and that's the thing. We're going to sit here and we can try to explain it. You know, we were talking about conspiracies, tipping, all that sort of stuff. You've got to just give the Cardinals hitters.
Okay, so there's another article that day where so the Matt Adams hit the home run. Well, his number's 32, the Skull and Bones number for one. And look at this. Look at the first base coach here. 77. What? But anyway, this article right here says Adam Wainwright predicts Matt Adams' go-ahead homer against Kershaw. And for one, nobody ever believed it. It was the first home run ever on his curveball. But where does it say it here? Immediately after Adams fouled off a 93 mile an hour fastball, blah blah blah, Wainwright spoke up to the Cards dugout, declaring that a home run was coming. He was right, as Adams connected on the next pitch for a 3-run shot to right, creating the turning point in the series and clinching the 3-2 victory. And if you read through this article, like, there was another guy who couldn't believe it or whatever. He was like, what? No way, you know, and they all freaked out. And then in the after game, they're talking about how they were talking about conspiracies. It is a conspiracy because it's all rigged. I mean, it's set up. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they could see the future, or I don't know if they're using some type of frickin' magic or what. But it's set up so bad it's not even funny. It's not even funny yet. I laugh at it a little bit. The last thing I'm going to talk about on this video, just to get it over with, there I have a whole other video that I need to make, but it's a difficult one. It's a lot of information, and it's going to take me a long time. These already take me like 15 minutes, which is crazy enough. But Hunter Pence, he's actually number 8 on the Giants, and I mean, the Giants were in the wild card. Nobody thought they'd get as far as they did, just like the Royals. But, well, let me see really quick what I'm talking about here. Oh, so this is what I was getting into my other video, but he is the current Iron Man of Major League Baseball. At the end of the regular 2014 season, he had played in 383 consecutive games. Well, there you go. There's your 3-8 and 3-8. But since the playoffs have started, he's actually played in 388 games now. Which 88? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. But I have another video I need to make. The one that I said is going to take a lot of time, but we have like Jeff Gordon is the Iron Man of NASCAR. He's still in the chase. His number is 24, which is 3/8. I think he's in 8th place right now in the points. It all goes, I mean, it's a huge story. I've learned from other people, but I've also put together my own thing. But you have Iron Man also predicted like the NASCAR stuff in the movie, but Iron Man is Robert Downey Jr., who was also Sherlock Holmes, which makes me think of Watson. And Kirsten Dunst actually plays Mary Jane Watson in Spider-Man, and she's 32 this year. So I don't know. It makes me a little worried for her life, but that doesn't mean they're going to kill her. But something significant could happen to her, I think. Maybe it's some other Watson. Maybe something else. Maybe it was because Bubba Watson won the Masters or whatever. But I gotta go. I got 2 seconds left, so peace.